Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. Today, we're jumping right into the highly optimized, kind of futuristic science of hydroponics. We're going to break down how removing soil from the agricultural equation entirely doesn't just, sustain plants, but actually allows them to absolutely flourish at a way more accelerated rate. So, you see a lush, green plant growing without a single ounce of dirt. And at first glance, it feels like a total magic trick, right? It's so easy for us to think of soil as the fundamental, non-negotiable building block of plant life. But in reality, it's really just one type of delivery mechanism. Growing without it isn't an illusion at all. It's just a beautifully structured application of plant biology and resource management. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Farming Without the Soil. By definition, hydroponics removes soil completely from the picture, utilizing a water-based medium for essential life support instead. And here is the absolutely crucial thing we have to realize. We basically have to unlearn what we know about farming. Soil isn't actually the food for the plant. It's really just the sponge. It's the holding pen for the actual nutrients. So by eliminating it, we're literally just cutting out the middleman. This comparison really hits the nail on the head. Think about traditional agriculture. A plant's root system acts kind of like a scavenger. It has to expend massive amounts of metabolic energy just pushing through dense, unpredictable dirt to find these tiny microscopic pockets of water and minerals. But in hydroponics, the roots are bathed directly in their food source. Because they don't have to work so hard for their dinner, all that saved energy is redirected upward. And the result? Way faster growth and significantly higher yields. Which brings us right into Section 2, the nutrient water secret. Without dirt acting as a reservoir, a specially engineered liquid takes over. And this nutrient water does all the heavy lifting. You know plants require specific elements to survive, right? Macronutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Well, out in the dirt, these elements have to be slowly broken down by microbes before the plant can even absorb them. But here, those exact critical nutrients are pre-dissolved directly into the water in their absolute most biologically accessible form. And this creates an incredibly efficient, closed-loop feeding cycle. First, the base water is meticulously enriched with those vital nutrients. Next, this liquid is delivered directly to the root system. That could be through a constant flow, a fine mist, or even a direct bath. Finally, the roots just absorb the energy instantly. It essentially functions like a direct IV drip for the plant, resulting in virtually zero wasted resources. Let's look at the big picture in Section 3, Advantages of hydroponic systems. By replacing the unpredictable nature of soil with this precise delivery system, we unlock some truly massive benefits. First up, it completely eliminates our dependency on arable land. I mean, you can literally set up a thriving farm inside an abandoned warehouse or the middle of a high-rise building. Second, through recirculation, these systems can use up to 90% less water than traditional farming. 90%! And third, it totally bypasses traditional soil-based limitations, giving us zero soil-borne diseases and absolute control over the growing environment. It's a real game changer. Zero. That is the exact amount of soil required here. And honestly, this represents a monumental paradigm shift for agriculture. As a species, we're no longer strictly tied to naturally fertile fields to cultivate life. The old geographical lottery, which region happened to be blessed with the best dirt, well, that's no longer the sole deciding factor in who gets to grow fresh local food. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final thought, to really rethink our relationship with the earth. If we truly don't need soil to grow our food, where will the farms of tomorrow be built? Are we talking about towering structures in densely populated megacities? Could they be housed in shipping containers up in the Arctic? Or even integrated into spacecraft heading to Mars? Hydroponics fundamentally opens up a boundless future for where life can bloom. Thanks for joining me today, and remember to always keep questioning what you think you know.